Hello, and welcome to Tales from the Quarter Bin. I am your host, Paul, and today for our review, I thought I would pull probably one of the first comics I ever purchased from a quarter bin. That being Savage Dragon #1 from Image Comics. It was written by, art by, inks by, Image co-founder, Erik Larsen. Overachieving a bit much there, Eric? The letterer was Chris Eliopoulos. The colorist was Gregory Wright. And the editor was Jenny Wong. Now that we have that housekeeping out of the way, and all appropriate copyright information, 92 Image Comics, let's actually take a look at this issue. And first off, wow, this cover. That is, well, impressive. And for anyone familiar with 90s comics, made of everything both great and horrible about 90s comics. How, you ask? Well, let's take a look at the first page for another glowing example. Starting to get it yet? The 90s comics were made of the most badassness that ever did badassery. Punching, blood, gore, action, huge roid rage muscles, and glorious dialogue like bloody hell, coming from a guy in Chicago, Illinois. I bet you messed that text box up in the top and the word balloon down in the bottom. Give us that information. I know I did the first 3 times I read this. The next couple of pages are dedicated to Savage Dragon busting up a gang of Punisher wannabes, whose ringleader is our bloody hell muttering, eye-patched, pirate knife master, skull wearing. Okay. Mr. Larsen? Exactly what the hell is this guy? I mean, he's oozing badass next to a giant green dragon cop. And based off his appearance alone, I'd sign up for a 4-issue miniseries, no problems. At least until his villain speech of badass. You think I can't beat you? You think I should just give up? Let you take me in? I'm gonna gut you, freak. Keep away from me, you hear? I'll dice you like the other pigs. I'll cut you in half, freak. Stay back. I won't let you take me in. I'm stronger, tougher, faster than you. You didn't hurt me. I can still beat you. Say something to me, you green bastard. Talk to me. Give me one good reason why I should let you take me in. Please note, the blood on the floor and coming out of his mouth. I mean, the guy is bleeding profusely from the mouth. His buddies have all had their asses handed to them. And yet he's saying that he's tougher, stronger, better, harder, better, faster, stronger than the giant green hairy monster in front of him. Quite impressive. That takes some cojones. Which are ripped away in the next 2 panels. Because I say so. Good enough. I'm sorry. You just dominated the page before with, this big old speech of, I'm gonna kick your ass. Just to turn around and... Good enough. Really? Hello, Krypton. Hey, you remember that 4-issue miniseries of, what's the guy's name again? Cutthroat? Yeah, that I put in the order for. Is it too late to back out of that before you guys put in the previews orders? No? Okay, cool. Yeah, Turns out the guy's a gigantic pussy. All talk, no show. Cool. Thanks. Sorry about that. Yeah. Bye-bye. Good enough. Roll the comic.
Next, we are greeted with the origin story of Dragon, which consists of him being naked in the fetal position in a full splash page of fire. Afterwards, he gets a talking to from the police chief, and Dragon, of course, has severe amnesia, no name, no clothes, no job, no money, no family, but knows that George H.W. Bush is the President of the United States. That's a glowing sign and doesn't date the comic at all. We then see the cop sitting at home watching the TV and get an idea as to how bad everything has gotten, with the first superhero being taken into the ICU, with part of his face missing and his limbs crushed. The chief goes upstairs and tries to plead with Dragon into joining the cops. Dragon declines and instead goes to work for the chief's cousin at a warehouse on the docks. Some supervillains show up, kill the cousin, try to kill Dragon, and blow up the warehouse and Dragon's clothes. So we once again have a naked, hairy dragon on fire. But not his arm hair. Yes, look at this. Note that his arm hair is not on fire. It is not singed. It is still there. Enjoy the naked dragon. Let it haunt your nightmares like it haunts mine. Oh, I have more on my script. He goes home and says that he will join the cops so that he can get his vengeance. And then we come back to the present for our third and final story. We give Dragon a white wife beater, a bandolier of bullets, and twin Uzis, each the size of my chest. Blambita, 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 thock, 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 thock. Dragon wins, and we meet the bad guy team. Then, as quickly as that story started, the issue ends.
Okay. I know the story's not the greatest, and the art is, well, 90s. The whole thing is 90s. But on the whole, I enjoy this. You know, it's a bunch of action, punching, and explosions. But I can't find anything glaringly wrong with it. Other than, well, 90s. They don't quite seem to suffer from, having no eyes or other issues. Yeah, some things do look a little strange. But it's not a bad issue. It's a pretty decent comic. And honestly, based off of this alone, I'm in for the first 6 issues. And since, well, I'm a reviewer, let's do a best of 5 series. 0, I got ripped off for something I paid a quarter for. 5, this is amazing! And for people who, judge on a weird gradient, 2.5 is strictly average. It is not good. It's not great. It's not horrible. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just strictly average. And I don't feel like using stars or meatloaf or something like that. I'm going to use... You know what? This is Darn Hooligans. It's my show. But it feels wrong without my brother. So I'm going to use Derek Heads. And on a best of 5 scale, I'll give this 3.5 Derek Heads. It's a bit better than average. But, and honestly, most of that in my mind is the art. I just really like it. I don't know why. I just do. But this is my personal rating. Don't take it for gold. But, yeah, 3.5 Derek Heads out of 5. It's not bad. It's not great. It's It's comic. It's good. I like it. So, you know, and if I only had this to go off of, and pretty much I do if I hadn't read the wiki on them, I'd drop the $20 on the first trade. Yeah. So, yes, it's made of everything 90s, but if you find it in a quarter bin, it's worth your money. Pick it up. If, you know, if you're seeing it sold for around cover price, that's about right. Pick it up. Well, that's going to end this issue. Whatever. That's going to end this issue of Tales from the Quarter Bin. Next week, we're going to do... I need to pull it out. Oh, hey, what's this? Star Black. I don't remember buying this, but Star Black. So, well, that ends our episode for today. I'll see you next time where I'll show up with Star Black. And I hope it does better than what I think it's going to do. So, until next time, y'all, this is.
And of course, as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because it is your subscriptions that allow us at Those Darn Hooligans to know that we actually matter in this world.